People of the internet, recently we watched Mark Pugh's video on why he left Austin and the Austin Comedy Scene. But before he left, after 56 weeks of signing up, he finally made it on to Kill Tony. And today we're going to learn about, or just witness, what his experience was like on Kill Tony and how it contributed to him leaving Austin and the Austin Comedy Scene behind. Let's check it out.
All right, your first bucket pull of the night. I don't know if you guys know how this fucking shit works, but this is where we meet everybody. Anything could happen. Could be somebody's first time. Could be someone that's here trying to make it, that's been working at this for 2 decades straight. Anything can happen now. The whole thing's improvised. This is 60 seconds, uninterrupted, from Mark Pugh. Straight out of the bucket. We're going to meet them all together, and then I'm going to interview them. Mark Pugh.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. Hey, white people, how y'all doing? All right, fuck y'all. I just moved to Austin to do stand-up comedy. I'm gonna move back. I don't like none of this shit y'all got going out here. This shit weird as hell. They say, oh, keep Austin weird. We can stop. Y'all don't need to get weird no more. Fuck it, y'all liberal. I'm cool with liberal shit, but all the fucking restaurants want to say the trees and shit, so they toilet tissue hard as fuck. So when I wipe my ass, I'm like, bitch, is that blood? I think I'm on my period. I'm from Louisiana, and all the white girls got big booties in Louisiana. I came out here, no booties. I'm lying. I seen one white girl on 6th Street last week. She had a fat ass, but I ain't want to say nothing to her because her head she was bald-headed, and I didn't want to say nothing, but she looked so good from behind, so I was like, I'm going to say something. So I walked up to her, and I tapped her on the shoulder. I was like, excuse me, ma'am. Can I have a moment of your time? And she turned around. I was like, nigga, that's Joe Rogan. I'm done. Thank you.
Mark.
You can tell from that 1 minute, and granted, just my general thoughts on that 1 minute, I don't know how anybody does it because you don't get to build up any rapport or tell much of a story to the audience to lead to punchlines or to develop something. So being fair to Kill Tony and the people that go on the show, doing 1 minute, it seems really, really hard. And I'm not a comedian and I'm not trying to do comedy. I've never done comedy, but just my view on this, it appears to be a test, even for a seasoned comedian. 1 minute, you have 1 minute. And there's people that are naturally talented or charismatic and can pull that off, but in general I think that's hard. And you can tell from Mark that he's a comedian. He just flowed through it pretty gracefully. He told his jokes. He actually developed a rapport with the audience pretty quickly, and then it all led to that joke at the end, which was really good. That was a really good joke. Joe Rogan, huh? All right, let's see how this interview goes.
Pugh.
What's happening?
Hi, Mark. You're funny.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So the only girl that you've seen with an ass was Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I'm ready to go home.
I mean, in all fairness, Joe does have a pretty fantastic ass.
He squats daily, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. We have him on the... I'm sure the phone's going to ring any second after.
I do like the fact that Mark has the courage to come out and just be like, fuck Austin, I'm done with this. He's literally calling out the scene and the city right to their faces. And I always respect that. When you have the ability to speak with somebody or confront somebody with how you feel about something or when something is off or wrong. So just wanted to say that. I think it's pretty cool of Mark to do that.
Welcome, Mark. Okie dokie. Thank you. How long you been doing stand-up?
I say about 8 years.
8 years.
Yes,
all
sir.
of it there in Louisiana?
Yeah, most of it, yeah.
Okay. What part of Louisiana?
Shreveport.
You love it there, huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going back tonight.
Are you really? Are you being
I'm
serious?
moving. I'm moving. Unless somebody in here want to give me a job, I'm going the fuck home.
Okay, we're going to get you a job. Just relax, Mark. It's very easy.
Thank you.
It's very easy. We got you. We got you covered. What are you good at? What do you do for work? What have you done in the past? Let me guess. You worked at some cell phone kiosks or something like that.
No, nigga, no. That's his people shit. No.
Now, many comedians that have performed there and many commentary channels and just people that have been around this, a lot of their complaints have been always referring to someone's race, and especially in the mothership, it seems to be black people. And there's the first reference, the first stereotype, just immediately. Like, this is what we talk about when it's just this low effort, low hanging fruit shit that, you know, I mean, you should have grown past a little bit. It's not saying that stereotypes and all these crazy things can't have humor and can't be funny, but it just seems to be all they do. And people, I guess people outside of the Kill Tony cult, are getting tired of it. And that's why I always refer it to a certain type of men. Because I think you have to be angry, you have to be a little bit down, you have to be maybe a little bit not happy with yourself to just like constantly be around this shit. Take it what it's worth.
We're very picky about who we employ.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
We know who we can trust.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. See, I'm going home. I don't like none of this. I'm uncomfortable.
They're not like this in Shreveport, Louisiana?
No.
What are they like in Shreveport?
Niggas.
Well, I'll tell you where I'm scratching off my tour.
There it is again, another derogatory joke. I start to wonder, is there just like three options in Tony's head when he's thinking, you know? Hate on women, racist, and then just toilet bowl humor. And he just randomly selects one. But he seems to lean more to the people pointing out people's race constantly. It's just low effort. Everybody's heard all this shit their whole life, right? Everybody's lived in this. And when you go to a comedy show, you want to hear something new. You claim to be these great comedians. Well, then bless us with good comedy, not something we could see on TikTok or at our neighbor's house or at the water cooler at work. Give us something. And so these guys call themselves the best, but this is just nothing special. It's absolutely nothing special. When you pay for something, or when you go to see somebody that claims to be the master of their craft, that's exactly what you expect to see. And the problem with this is nothing but shit people said in elementary school, middle school, high school, at your first job. Like, this stuff has been said. And also, you take a risk when you say that of offending, in this case, Mark, because you're addressing his race. And it's just why. We're supposed to laugh. We're supposed to tell jokes. And it's nothing against free speech. There's just things in humanity that I think could benefit if we all inherited these things. You know, like not killing people, making sure everybody had health care, and maybe not saying shit to people that's offensive to cultures, races, etc. And so now Mark is pissed off probably. He said he felt uncomfortable right there. And the other thing is you're doing this on a big show that millions of people are going to watch. And he's trying to come here to promote his comedy, maybe make it to the next level. And they're just trying to embarrass him with race jokes. Which brings me to my point here, where he says this. This was in his other video. And you can see how it contributed to him leaving when he says this.
I personally don't want to be the only black person around a bunch of white people, and the only thing y'all saying to me is some shit about how I'm black. Like, a dead ass don't want to be around that shit. Because when I'm around, if I'm around the only white person, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you white. That's some white people shit. I don't do that in conversation. We might do that shit on stage, maybe. But even then, bro, let's have better shit to say on stage. There's a lot of people that don't know when to stop trying to be a clown, trying to out funny each other, and don't none of it be funny. I don't want to hear 50 white guys come up to me and almost say the N-word. It's like 50 white people come to you and say, "What's up, my ninja?" I don't want to hear that shit. Just almost saying the N-word or trying to say it. Let's talk about something else.
There you go. That, in his video, that was one of the reasons that he left. And I don't think it's a political thing. I don't think it means I'm some sort of way. I think we should treat people, there's disagreements and stuff. I know you'll say that. But I think we should treat people with respect, especially on first meetings, and also in a professional atmosphere like your job, which has killed Tony, and this guy's profession as a comedian. You should respect that space so that both people can have the best outcome from their appearance on this show or as the host of the show. And it's just kind of, it's lame. It's low effort. I just want to be impressed, man. I just want to be impressed, and starting out a comedy show by insulting somebody is not impressive, because insulting people is the easiest thing to do. We could all think of insults. But can these guys finally start thinking of good jokes, good bits, good sets, good specials? Because if you look at the ratings and you look at everything coming out of Austin, it's all the lowest rated comedy shit of all time. And you would think the position Tony Hinchcliffe is in, where he's had 2 Netflix episodes bomb, I'm sure he has to start preparing, if not has been preparing, for the 3rd special. And he's not working things out on this show, trying to think of new ideas to shape the show to make it better. It's just an arrogance and an ego and just a selfishness. And mostly a disservice to the comedy community and all the people that flooded out there. And the city that has been there and had its own comedy scene. Nobody ever talks about how the comedy scene felt when Joe Rogan came in there and took it over. Now everybody thinks Austin's like a laughingstock. Rogan, it's crazy what one man can do, huh?
You should come.
No. I can't travel without my wallet, and I don't want to bring my wallet, or else there will be no wallet. I'll end up stuck in Shreveport, because without an ID, you can't get on an airplane nowadays because of these people. Am I right?
Literally everything except for introducing Mark that Tony has said has been completely race-driven jokes. And he's in a matter of a few minutes, he's insulted 2 races with things. Here's the thing. When you say those things, you may be saying them as a joke, but they're incredibly sensitive. And you have to look at it from their point of view, which is they live in that. They live in those stereotypes. Those things that you're referencing about planes and stuff, those things have happened to those people. They've been searched. Their days, their lives, their healthy existence has been affected by those things. So they're probably pretty fucking tired of that shit. And no matter who you are, you experience those things based on how you look, your height, your weight, your culture. And don't you feel tired when people make those stereotypes about you? You got to think about it that way. And Tony doesn't know how he feels. And he doesn't know how Mark feels. And if it will make them laugh or make them just pissed off. And that's the risk. It's just not worth the risk. If your goal is to make good comedy, it's just not worth the risk. Because if you are passionate, if you're a master of your craft, and you are completely dedicated and your sights are set on that goal of doing the best you can in comedy, you would know that this is going to could possibly take away from that. And could possibly make it bad. It's just too big of a risk when you could just take the time to write and refine good jokes. That at the end of working it out, polishing it up, you know that it will produce. And it'll produce on its merit alone.
Those were the other ones.
All right. So, Mark, what have you been doing with work? What were you good at? Because we will get you a job immediately. This is Austin, Texas, the center of a booming economy.
I eat pussy real good. So.
Okie dokie. Have fun in Shreveport.
Yeah.
We don't need you out here eating our pussies.
My bad, gang.
We got enough of you pussy eating goddamn fucking Louisianans, if you know what I mean.
I think Hans Kim knows a chick you could talk to.
It's probably your type by the descriptions that we got from her, too.
Are black people...
There it is again. Another. He's literally, for the past 2 minutes, not said anything. If you don't know the story behind Hans Kim I think he took a girl home. I did a video on it. I don't remember all the specifics. But he took a girl home, and I think... I know for sure she stole his Rolex, and I think might have stole like $10,000 in cash or something. And he literally got played, got robbed, and she got away. So he starts it by saying, I think Hans, right? And then Tony just couldn't let it ride. He had to go by the, what is it? The description of that lady would be a thieving robber, which would be attributed to this guy and his cultural stereotypes. And for some reason in our culture, it's like supporting not being racist and being respectful of people is like this bad thing, or people say it's liberal, but it shouldn't. It should be like something we share across all cultures, so all cultures can blossom, can raise their children in good places and good education. I don't understand after all this time. Us as humans, we can't figure it out. There's just so much unnecessary suffering. And if you want to know how that suffering gets to that point, it all starts with little shit like this. Because you're just creating resentment in Mark towards Tony. That's all that's creating. And he could already have just lost all respect and been like, this guy's a fucking dick. It's just not worth sacrificing if your goal is to make good comedy. And that is why Tony isn't a good comedian. And he isn't making good comedy. In fact, that's why a lot of the Rogan sphere isn't making good comedy. It's because they're too impressed with Rogan, his influence, and the possibilities that he has on them, that they've adopted this whole, what would you call it, manosphere, bro comedy. And a lot of them are starting to say it was wrong, but they sure did milk that cow. They sure did contribute And when it's convenient now to be like, oh, Austin, oh, the Rogan sphere, they're all chirping. But you didn't hear them chirping last year. You saw them make all the appearances on Joe Rogan and say all the things that Rogan supports and wants to be said, and contribute to the political campaign shit too, when they should have just stayed out of politics altogether. And that is why Rogan Sphere comedy isn't funny, and how it contributed to another reason he left Austin.
I say it's about
4.
types of people that need to move to Austin.
New comedians. Comedians with a lot of followers. If you know somebody that knows somebody, aka Joe. And lastly,
dick suckers. It's a lot of dick suckers.
Basically, if you're good at being fake, just to suck up to semi-famous people, you good.
And there it is. And he goes on to talk about how these people that suck up and people that are generally bad at comedy are getting these opportunities because they kiss ass, not based on the merit and the work and the hours they put in to comedy to earn that spot. And that's another reason the Rogan sphere isn't producing good comedy, because they are too busy sucking up to Joe Rogan, playing his game, trying to get those nice paying spots at the mothership a couple times, or 5 nights a week, however, trying to get their own show. And they're becoming worse at their craft, which is comedy. And here's the thing that bothers me about all the comics now when it's convenient, now when there's all this conflict in the political sphere and shit didn't exactly work out, and when it's convenient to jump ship, now they're all talking about it. Not when it mattered, when we could have done something about it, when we could have improved a situation together. When it's convenient so that they don't take the backlash. They're getting out just early enough to where they can not take the backlash when this whole fucking bubble bursts. Meanwhile, Mark is on stage saying it right to their fucking faces. In Joe's club. Do you see the difference? If you want to stand up for something, or something you love is being destroyed right in front of your eyes, you have to stand up to it. You have to speak out. And I don't think the Rogan sphere and liking it and disliking it is a matter of taste. It's just made comedy so bland. It's lowered the bar so much that there's a lot of times I don't laugh at any new specials. I go back and watch old ones. And I want better for us, because if there's a time that a comedian should put in the work and make as much shit as possible, it's right now. Because the world is fucked. I don't know if you're paying attention, even if you know. The world is fucked. Gas, expensive. Groceries, expensive. Gone up. The Fed chair just came out. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. The economy is down. Job growth is down. Unemployment is up. And the predictions for the future under this current movement of the economy, it's going to get worse. And a lot of people are struggling. And like Cat Williams said, if you ain't got no money and you ain't smoking weed, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. It's true. And the thing is we need something to get us through this. And comedians have always been those people to figure it out, to hit the nail on the head, and to speak for people. And the Rogan sphere is speaking to the same people that the government's speaking to. And they're being told what to do from those people. And these comedians aren't out there for people. They're out there for themselves and for the agendas of the people paying them. So there's an opportunity. I'm saying, comedians, there's an opportunity. And if you really want to make a difference and really connect the people, I'm not a comedian, so I can't tell you how to do that. And I've never tried. But I know that if you just do it and put your mind to it and put your back into it, right? You'll get there. So please, we need somebody to speak for us, to make us laugh, to give us hope, because the world is fucked.
I feel like where I'm at in my career, almost 10 years.
Hold on, guys. We're going back to Kill Tony. I'm going back. Here we go.
People eating ass. Are you eating ass?
Good
For sure. Yeah.
You eat ass too?
Yeah, that's how I got my first kid.
Wait, you spit in her ass? You got your first kid eating ass?
Yeah.
I think you were eating it wrong.
No. You right, because I got to pay for the kid now, so yeah.
Oh, shit.
You only have one kid?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
That you know of.
Huh? See, stop.
Let's go back.
Okay.
That you know of.
Huh? See, stop. All right. We know I'm black. You ain't got to do that.
Look at the other guy back here. It's just stupid. They have attempted to do no other type, form, roast, no other form of that, but they have just literally now, for 4 minutes, they have just gone after his race. I think, in my opinion, I don't know, I can't speak for Mark, but the reason he's doing the pussy, the ass jokes, is kind of just like a fuck you to them. And kind of like the only thing he can say at this point to get a reaction or something more shocking to get away from his race and the jokes they're doing about it. And he just said that. He doesn't need to keep being reminded. And I don't know. This just makes me so suspicious of Tony. He's successful. And it's true. The Lost Lonely Man's Club are the only people that really, really, really get into this shit. Because like I said, they're lonely. And this could be anybody's. You could be in these states at any time. But the difference is, if you want to better yourself, is you don't hang around those people. And you make steps to go forward. Because in this place, look at Tony. He's been on the scene and he's still acting the same. Still being offensive. Still being a dick. Still not having courtesy for others around him. Still not trying to... You say it produces all these comedians, but it's just like Tony just trying to get off on it. Because if you want this guy to succeed, why would you irritate him? Why would you make him feel uncomfortable, offended, pissed off? This is this guy's shot. And Tony is sabotaging it right from the get-go. Because how is he, if he's feeling some sort of emotion that I just said, how is he supposed to present the best version of himself when he's mad, irritated, pissed off, uncomfortable? How? He's not. So now he has to, figure something out or just play along in a kind of fuck you way. I don't know why, if you have such a big show and we need good comedians, and if you love the craft of comedy, You have to get over being jealous of people. You have to get over of he has this many followers, you have that many followers. Not everybody has the same path. And the best way to do better is to raise each other up. I don't know why we don't do more of that. And you know, I'm part of the problem. I made a ton of mistakes. I've been jealous. I fuck shit up. I'm just saying, this is what I'm learning, that it's better to do this, where we just help each other get to the top. And then if both people are doing well and both people are going up, then they're presenting the best forms of themselves in their stand-up sets, in their craft, in their homes. And you have to understand that in Mark's position, not only does this ruin his shot to give the best of himself after 56 weeks, over a year signing up to promote himself in his comedy and maybe get that shot, instead of that being the outcome, you sabotage it, you ruin it for him, and then guess what? He's going to be mad, he's going to be upset, he's going to think that his thing's ruined. So now you just ruined his whole night. You probably ruined the next day, because this is a big thing. When big things go wrong or don't go as good as we hope they would, they weigh on us. And this guy just gave up and left because of this shit. So how can you claim to be the best at comedy? Because those that are truly the best are the best teachers too, and help everybody. That shows an interest and a love in what they do, right? There's just so many things that this does and makes things worse. Here's the thing. Tell me how doing this makes comedy better or makes for the best possible outcome. It doesn't. And if you were somebody in your craft, in your life, and the way you take care of yourself, you notice things that are not efficient. And the people that are truly, truly good at things learn to not do things inefficient, but in the most effective way. Not this.
What is he doing?
Black people.
I don't think I'm getting a job now.
How old's the kid?
She'll be 2 in April.
Okay. How often do you get to see her?
I'm actually going back next week. I'm going to spend 3 weeks out there. Not much because me and my baby mom, we kind of got an arrangement. We both do comedy, but she allowed me to come out here and follow my dreams. Because I was trying to get out here before and, you know, fucked around and ate an ass and then I got a kid, came too fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you going to tell her you hit on Joe Rogan? Is she going to be okay with that?
That's not how the story went.
How long's she been doing comedy?
I'm maybe, I want to say 3 years.
And you again? How long you been on it?
8.
And you're how old?
32.
Okay. Fuck yeah, man. You're doing it. Incredible.
Appreciate it.
So what have you done for work in the past?
In the past, I've served tables. I do graphic design. I'm an artist. I draw, stuff like that.
Do you draw anywhere other than on the side of buildings at night?
Again. People have been saying this, and the Rogan sphere and Kill Tony fans have all been, no, that's not the case. No, you're too sensitive, libtard, blah, blah. I'm not liberal. This is just respect, man. It's like you've done this. And even if you don't have no respect and you still want to make something out of this comedy shit show, you've already done it. Do something else.
I'm really not that good at spray paint. I'm good with pens and pencils and shit.
Okay.
I heard served, and I thought this was going a different way, to be honest with you.
I don't have no drugs you can buy. Stop.
Mark, what's it like on the being raised in the mean streets of Shreveport? Like, what's some stuff that you've dealt with or gotten away from or had to go through?
Shit. There's a lot of shit I can't talk about. I just say that I've dodged prison and being murdered. So that's an accomplishment.
That's why you like pens.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what that means, but...
Ring! Oh, there's someone calling in. It's
I feel like
the soundboard. All right.
All right.
I love it. So you've been to jail.
No, I've dodged it.
You dodged it. You
Yeah,
dodged that, and you dodged murder.
For sure. Yeah.
Amazing.
Your own murder.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I tried suicide once.
How'd you try to do that?
Tried to fuck a fat bitch.
So what you're saying is Hans Kim's a survivor?
Yeah. That nigga's Beyonce. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. What do you do for fun, Mark?
Comedy.
Other than
that, shit. Like I said, I draw. I do a lot of creative stuff, so I like to, That's pretty much it. I'm boring as hell.
Any other special skills or talents other than stand-up? You ever do it?
Yeah, but I don't want to say rap and then y'all make me rap.
No, I don't want.
Is rap one of the things?
Yeah, it is.
Well, let me tell you something. I know a little bit about Louisiana rap because I was a young buck when the No Limit Soldiers were a thing.
For sure.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I mean, I have to hear something. So you tell Michael a beat and then you rap.
You know, it's crazy. I just want to say it. It's crazy that it's obvious that he's irritated, and props to Mark because he is doing a great job of letting it not show. You know, he told that joke to try and get things back, you know, away from that. He's dealing with it. He's kind of like, really? So props to him for going through it that way and having, you know, and I think if I was in his position, I would just want to salvage it. I would not want to do anything stupid. Even though this isn't the best situation to be in, I'd want to walk away gracefully, or, you know, with these jokes, he's telling jokes in the middle of this, maybe to leave some kind of impression on the crowd, despite all this, like, hey, let's just talk about your race the whole time and all the stereotypes.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know no beat. That is a terrible beat. Can I get another beat?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, get another one. What do you want?
Remix it. There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
catch this shit.
Mark Pugh.
I can't catch. Speed it up a little bit.
A little bit lighter, Michael, so we can hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why y'all keep adding shit to it?
Wait.
I'ma try. All right. I just moved to the city. I really like sucking titties.
Good.
Wait, that's the rap? Jesus. I guess we're all rappers. Amazing. One of the greatest rap performances of the last decade, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, give it up for One Bar Shakur.
Where's P. Diddy when we need him?
Yeah. And not here.
Oh my
Not
goodness gracious. That was almost impressive, Mark.
Appreciate it.
Amazing stuff.
Thank you so much.
But you are a hell of a comedian and a
appreciate
very, very funny man. How long are you in town for?
This week I'm leaving on Saturday morning.
What's the longest set you've ever done?
Like 2 hours.
There you go.
I'd love to have you on the Secret Show Thursday.
Boom. And you got a big...
There you go. He left enough of an impression, and he is a funny guy. And through it all, he still tried to make his humor shine, despite all of just stupid. It's just stupid, low-hanging fruit from Tony Hinchcliffe. A guy, you notice, he said, what's the longest set you've done? He said, 2 hours. That's a man that's putting in the time, that's doing the work when he could be out partying, resting, doing whatever. He's putting in the work 2 hours. Imagine that. Tony can't even do 10 minutes. And if he can, it's not a good 10 minutes. And Tony was like, oof, 2 hours. He's got to do what he's got to do to make his dreams come true. And that's what you got to do if you want it. You got to keep working, even when it's not working out. Even when it's good and you think you can coast, you got to keep working. Keep putting the work in, putting the work in. And that's what he's doing. So he will be a good comedian and turn into a great comedian one day. And he'll get the recognition he deserves. Kill Tony doesn't promote that. And it's sad. And it sabotages shit like this. And if you were looking for proof that this is exactly how they act, if you disagreed when all these people on the internet have said it, just watch 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, it will be the central theme. And this is why people have problems with the Rogan sphere. People don't want to see this shit. And the people that do, they're just sad, lonely people. Because there's enough division in this fucking world. You walk out the fucking door to your house, your apartment, wherever you're at, and you're just immediately faced with it. You turn on YouTube, there's opinions, there's people arguing, there's this, that, and the other. You could even say this. What I'm doing is that. But I hope, as it can be a little, I always like making fun of shit. I've never not owned that. It's just sometimes you have to get through life. But I hope that this is also an example of how we can do better. I don't have the answers, but I'm trying to get there, and I just don't think this is it. I don't think this helps out everybody. And as you see, and as he said in his previous video and in the comment, there's just a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people. We'll leave it on this right here. That's what he said in the beginning, but it sums it up pretty good.
In a sea of people trying to make it, especially in a time where people get rich and famous off of the most minute things, the lowest form of effort. And sometimes it feels like Austin is a cesspool of narcissistic people who have no self-awareness. It's weird to go into a place where nobody gives a fuck about who you are, even on a human level, until they see that you good at the one thing everybody moved out there to do. That's weird.
There it is. It's just low effort. And look, most people aren't doing high effort shit. Most people are just, the regular people that are just out there trying to survive. People that got to work jobs, maybe 2 jobs. Most people are just doing the best they can. And that's understandable. And you're also not held to that standard. Because number one, you ain't claiming you're the best. And number two, you don't have these platforms where you have a responsibility to deliver because you said you were the best. And that's the problem, because it's really setting the bar low for the rest of comedy. And when you turn on Netflix and you see a special, 9 times out of 10, you skip it because you don't need to watch it. You know what the fuck it is. Now, I'm not saying we're all perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. But we could do better. And it first starts off by demanding better from these guys. By expecting and setting your expectations. And if they are not met because of the words they have said and the claims they have made, don't prop them up. Don't keep buying tickets. Don't keep. You get what you demand. And a lot of times, if you set better standards for yourself, and we could all do it. I could set better standards for myself in a lot of things. But as long as we're trying to do that, we will begin to meet some. And however that may turn out. And it just seems that the Rogan Sphere fans, the Kill Tony fans, and the Rogan Sphere themselves have not set any standards for themselves. They're all just milking this while they can. And it's sad because if you love something, you want to do it for as long as you can. And the thing that it takes and the thing that people need to do more of, including myself, is making compromises to better the craft, the thing, the hobby you love, to better the community, the city, the state, the country, the world you live in. And it'll better you too. You say, how do I know that? Look at our history. Has that bettered people? Sure, technology. But why is there so many people just living life to survive, never getting to do what they love? Why is it the majority of people live that existence then? Why? If it works, why? And who knows how much time I have left? But I've lived a chunk of life. And I just don't want to live in that bullshit I promoted in my life, or that anger, or that hate, or that just being not self-aware, like he says. The stupid things I did, the hills I died on, and the chaos that inevitably, if you die on a hill, the fallout's crazy. Made a lot of mistakes. And I would just like to see the rest of my life just maybe get better. So that I know when I was here, at least we tasted a little bit of hope. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.